Happy 4th of July weekend. 247 years ago, the birthing of our great nation began. America is an aspirational work in progress. And this country is at a difficult moment in history right now. The premise was to be the indivisible United States of America. But today we are more like the divided states of America. We are factionalized. We don't appreciate each other, and at times we barely even tolerate each other. No one talks, everyone yells. No one is heard because no one listens. Our strength is now our weakness. Our diversity is now our adversity. Our new national pastime is our intolerance. We are banning books from public libraries because we don't agree on who we are. Are there really transgender Americans? No, there aren't. We don't even agree on who we were. Slavery and racism existed in America. Boulder Dash. States are suing Mickey Mouse because they think he's gay, or she's gay, or they are gay. I don't know Mickey Mouse personally, but Mickey seems happier than Governor DeSantis. Cities look like a science fiction movie after a nuclear disaster. Tent cities, blue tarp towns, cardboard couches, mentally ill roaming the streets, muttering. But no one can hear them. Maybe they can speak, and it's we who have become deaf. These times make us angry, and the anger triggers violence, pardon the pun. The number one cause of death for a child is a gunshot. We spend millions to save a child's life from cancer, but we do nothing to keep them safe from a random bullet. Johnny goes back to school in September. What should we get him? Maybe a bulletproof backpack. Maybe an instructor in private lessons to avoid an active shooter. Some think public safety is an armed society. Public school teachers with a piece of chalk in one hand and a .45 in the other. Home security? An assault weapon and hundreds of rounds of ammunition. Maybe we made a mistake outlawing machine guns in 1934. Maybe they can keep us really safe. You know, NRA, need real ammunition. The Manhattan District Attorney indicts Donald Trump, and 75% of the American people say that the indictment was politically influenced. A majority of Democrats say the Democratic District Attorney was politically influenced. And a majority of Republicans say the same thing. So we have an agreement. The attempt to jail someone is influenced by politics. So yes, there is consensus. Even the most sacrosanct government function, the justice system, is corrupt. Political differences lead to assassinations, not with a gun, but performed just as effectively on social media. Tweets act as bullets. Due process, rational discussion, facts. Facts, what are those? There's no time. Twitter can't wait. The first tweet wins. Moving public opinion has become like stampeding cattle, using hot tweets as cattle prods. Get them moving and the rest will follow. 100 retweets. Well, that must mean it's true. Any allegation can be escalated to a condemnation. Sensationalized sensitivities cause immediate cancellation. Trump said you're fired. Democrats say you're canceled. If only Alexander Hamilton and Aaron Burr knew about social media, they wouldn't have had to row across the Hudson River to New Jersey to duel. I bet it's a good half mile. That must have been exhausting. They could have just made up a headline and launched it into cyberspace, and the one with the most followers would have been the victor. What comes first, the chicken or the egg? What comes first, the conviction or the election? Can you be president and be in jail? What happens to the White House? Does that become the jail? I think bars on the windows would ruin the look. I wonder why people aren't feeling more confident about the future. Truth must be spoken, even knowing the political dialogue is so polarized and vicious that any opinion will be attacked and vilified. Crime is out of control. People are panicked and afraid, and government is not doing enough to resolve the reality or the perception. Do you know how New York City reduced crime in the 1990s? Mayor David Dinkins, a great man, the city's first black mayor, increased the number of police by 54%. What? David Dinkins, a Democrat, proposed more police? And the state government supported it. Wait, what state government? New York had a state government? Wouldn't they have been Democrats? And what happened when they increased police 54%? Crime went down. Wow. Listen to this. During COVID, every homeless person in New York City was off every train and out of every subway station every night. Impossible, you say, right? No. It was done. I was there. And they were brought to facilities that could actually serve their needs and help them. And isn't that what we really want? So what are we thinking? We just need the political will and government capacity to get it done. This nation has always had a difference of political opinion since Jefferson debated Hamilton. And there have always been extremists on both sides of the political aisle, but they did not win the day. The founding fathers and mothers knew they had to compromise and be reasonable to make progress. And if our current elected officials are not reasonable, and if they can't compromise, and they can't move us forward, then I say they shouldn't be in elected office, Democrat or Republican. I had a basketball coach who once said, "Don't focus on the other team, play your game." It was good advice. All Democrats call themselves progressives and challenge each other as to who is more progressive. But what does that word even mean today? Progressive versus what? Regressive? Teddy Roosevelt was a progressive. He was a Republican. Or FDR's policy as a progressive. Or Mario Cuomo, God rest his soul, who called himself a pragmatic progressive to remind people government must function, that you can't be progressive if you don't make progress. In fact, you can't even spell progressive without spelling progress first. That being progressive is not about rhetoric and words. It's about results. Good government isn't easy. Government leaders must not just have the right intent. They must have the competence and the skills to get the job done. It takes skill to drive a truck. It takes skill to fix a pipe. It takes skill to paint a picture. What makes us think that just anyone can govern? Help wanted. Mayor, governor, president, senator. No skills or experience necessary. And then we are shocked by government dysfunction. Government service is hard. Making change causes disruption. But change is the only way to progress. The good fight is a fight. And it isn't for the faint of heart. That's why they call it leadership. America is the greatest country on the planet. And there is nothing this country cannot accomplish. We win world wars. We reach other planets. We master time and space. We can solve any problem, I have no doubt. There's just one caveat. We have to do it together. Our government should activate the best of the American people, not incite the worst. Americans are good people, and they do good things every day. They teach, they heal, they mend, they feed, they grow, they protect. We have had enough negativity and judgmentalism. America's strength is not in its clenched fist. America's strength is in its open palm. America's strength is her belief in our capacity. Do you ever wonder why we say, God bless America? It isn't for our ability to hate and divide and destroy. It's for our ability to build and to grow and to love. This 4th of July, let's remember our obligation to advance the American experiment, to leave her stronger, to leave her better and sweeter than we found her, to make this place a better place for my children and for yours. That is our obligation as American citizens. Together, I know that we can do it, and I know that we will. So God bless America, and happy 4th of July.